Merry Christmas to everyone. It's a beautiful holiday. Today I've got my wife joining me as well. She's going to be getting in after me for her first ice bath. She's a little nervous. She doesn't do things like this normally. She won't even take a cold shower. But she said she'd join me today with this. So my little pup won't get in with us. But you can see it's frozen a little bit, froze overnight. And had some snow this morning, but the break open, it's not too bad. Before we get in, it's about 35 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now, and
What is that in
in
Celsius?
Celsius that's probably about 2 degrees. So on my first ice bath video, I didn't talk much when I first got in, and the reason for that is because it was the first ice bath, and I was just trying to control myself completely, and until I could get to that calm place. So, real key step to this whole process as you're getting in is knowing how to control your mind and kind of go into a place of calm, but having to embrace the cold and embrace the pain of it. Um, and being really conscious of your breathing, bringing yourself completely into the moment with your breathing. You can do that in all sorts of mindfulness activities, and the idea is to get present in the moment. Um, so it is quite cold. The water's probably uh, just above freezing, other than obviously the ice. But I'm excited. I'm not going to try to go for any kind of records here. I'm just going for good solid mindfulness, being in control of myself. I'll talk to you a little bit as I'm in the ice to keep myself focused, and I'm going to kind of try to do a little bit more and go a little bit deeper. Might even submerge my head today and see how that goes. So here we go. The first 30 seconds to a minute are probably the hardest. Adapting to the cold, moving around makes it way harder. I was watching a video yesterday, and a Wim Hof instructor was talking about kind of the process of this. And there are multiple adaptations that you go through in the process. The first one is the initial acclimation, which is just getting used to the shock of the cold water. Takes, I'd say at least 30 seconds to do that. I'm about at that place where I'm accustomed to that first initial shock. It's still quite cold, but it's a tingly sensation. Then he talked about actually just doing a second acclimation, which is moving your body around. What can happen is that as you sit still, your body warms up just kind of a pocket of water around you, making that water just a little bit warmer, making it a little bit easier to do the ice bath. And so moving around actually makes it a little bit harder. So I'm going to try to do that, this second acclimation, by moving around a little bit, kind of getting my yeah, that's definitely cold again. Neighbors let out their chihuahua. I found a big key to mindfulness is this idea of really being in the moment, not trying to judge what the moment is going to be like, but even being able to anticipate the pain and accepting that pain. Sorry, those chihuahuas are a little bit annoying. They're barking at my dog. But being able to be present, accepting the sensations of the moment, but being actually pretty conscious about your body. As I find myself wanting to start to shiver, to do a conscious relaxation of the muscles. Noticing that tension just kind of melt away. And accepting that sensation for what it is, not judging it as pain or discomfort, but just being curious with it. And to stay calm. Each time I notice my muscles starting to tense, I just go back into that body mindfulness of relaxing my muscles. I've also been thinking, as it's Christmas Eve here, I was thinking this morning as I was waking up, it's a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. And as I think of the crowning moment of Jesus Christ, I think about his atonement for each and every one of us. Really, the reason we celebrate Christmas time is that his birth brought in life for each of us. And that atonement was one of the most powerful acts of mindfulness, to take on the sins and the pains of all mankind, and to not faint, to not give up, to stay present through that whole thing, I think is such an amazing act of sacrifice and beauty. And so I love that I can sacrifice my discomfort for just a moment in kind of a mindful pondering of his sacrifice for me and celebrate his birth today. Before I finish my ice bath, I'm going to do a little bit of an extra plunge. I'm going to take my hat off and go under just a little bit more and then hop out. All right. Here comes my wife. All right.
Looks icy.
It is.
Where's that Santa hat? I want to wear the Santa hat. Okay. Oh, mud. Okay, ready?
Yep.
I mean, talking to myself. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, be mindful of your breath.
Okay.
Take deep, mindful breaths.
I don't know if I'm going to be in long enough to take my full breath. Here we go. All right. Lake in Switzerland, Lake in Switzerland, Lake in Switzerland. It's just a lake in Switzerland. Oh my gosh.
Breathe, breathe. Slow breath. Deep breath. All the way out. Follow the breath all the way out. Yeah. Slow your breath. Full in, full out.
Thanks, Wim.
Yeah. Yes, you're awesome.
Okay, I'm done.